Hey guys, Matt here. And before I get into the message today about the webinars, I want to give a quick shout out to Ross Grant. I'm looking at a message right now from Mark that he took from the Facebook group. And Ross, love the leaderboard you put together. Love the attitude, my man. Guys, if you haven't seen it in the Facebook group, go check out Ross's leaderboard update. He took to heart. That's what I appreciate about you, buddy. You took to heart what I said in that video and ran with it, man. Awesome. And just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, kudos to you, buddy. So about the webinars, here's the plan, and just some inside info on the webinars as well. First of all, they're hugely popular already, and what I mean by that is they are so popular that literally the first two are already full. We don't know exactly how many people are going to show up, but we have some pretty good historical data. We're going to get as many people to show up as possible. But the first two are pretty much already full. Now you may be wondering, like, why do I want to promote the webinars? Well, the reason is simple. Michael flat out closes on these things. I mean, well, actually, there's multiple reasons. One, I mean, the content's awesome and Michael's going to deliver. So if they don't buy a thing, your audience is going to be like, hey, that was really cool that I attended that. And Michael's awesome at closing. So he's going to close the sales. We're going to make a lot of money, and you guys are going to love the fact that you sent people to this webinar. But like I said, even if they don't buy anything, you're going to be hearing the message from your audience of thank you for telling me about this. So that's what we want. If you have mailed twice about the assessment, this weekend's a good time to move on to the webinars. If you haven't, you may want to sneak in another email about the assessment on Saturday, but you want to stay tuned because I'm going to share with you a really killer webinar contest that we're doing on the 4th and 5th. So that might alter your plans just a little bit. So yeah, just Saturday, Sunday, mail about the webinar, not both. That would probably be overkill, but one of the two. Plan an email on Monday or Tuesday to your unopens and maybe again on Wednesday, Thursday. I personally have found that one of the single most effective emails I can send is the one after the first one, maybe after the second one. And basically what you say is, we talked about this in the assessment video, that word just, saying, Michael Hyatt just finished delivering this killer webinar, is a very powerful way to convince them and say, hey, but don't worry, he's got more. You're doing a couple things, from a I guess psychology standpoint. One, you're talking about how he just rocked one. It was awesome, delivered the goods. And then two, you're saying, hey, even though you missed this one, no worries. There's another one coming up. And so it's like, oh, you pull something back. I missed it. No, I didn't. Life is good. So make people happy in multiple ways. The best way, of course, is email. The best way to promote is email. Email is going to do the trick. But don't forget about social. So especially those days when you aren't mailing, even the days when you are, share one or two times on social media. Once, twice, kind of depends on your thing. I typically kind of alternate between once and twice just to mix things up. Hit up those different times. You might share Saturday afternoon and then Sunday evening and then Monday morning and then maybe Monday evening, Tuesday afternoon, whatever. Just mix it up a little bit so you're hitting different audiences. So don't forget about social, but emails, of course, is going to be the big driver. And yes, you do even want to include those people who've already opted in. They're going to get an email from us saying, go to this webinar, but it's different. When they get that email from you, they know I can trust you already. It's kind of like, I told this story yesterday to a guy I talked to, an affiliate I talked to, and I was like, it's kind of like when my wife and I, my now wife, we first started dating. Believe it or not, as charming as I am, the first date was an unmitigated disaster, and she didn't want to, she was done. Well, I knew that while I could go back to her and ask for a second date, the more effective route, like any good man would do, right, is I went to to a mutual friend and said, hey, go make the case for me. Even though I was already in the door, she had already opted in. This is a terrible analogy now that I think about it. I'm equating my wife's relationship with opting into an ebook, but her life score assessment, she's going to be mad. She's going to see this too because she's in the Facebook group. And, even though, she opted in, I still had my affiliate partner over here, Hunter, make the case for me. And might I just say, 1 point for me because that worked. Actually, a million bajillion points for me, infinity points because she's awesome. Hey, baby, I love you. Okay, so that said, definitely share on social, definitely email. And again, do include your opt ins. Now, let's talk about those prizes, because we got some awesome stuff for the webinars. Here's what we're doing, we're going to just do something fun with this. Most opt ins. Most opt ins. And we're also going to do something that literally anybody can win. Like with one opt in, you can win. So, most opt ins, we're going to do a 7-day Caribbean cruise for 2 with airfare. If you live in the middle of Timbuktu, we're going to have to work something out, admittedly, because it could cost like $1 bajillion. But that said, 7-day Caribbean cruise with airfare. Ocean view. We're not going to put you in one of those interior cabins. We're not going to like pay. You do all this work and then you get like stuck in the middle of the boat. That's not how we play. So really cool prize, right? 7-day Caribbean cruise for 2 with airfare. That is just, I'm going to start sending I can't win. Never mind. I want to win. I could rig the system. I'm kidding. I would never do that. But no, I can't win. I want to though, because I want to go on a cruise. But yeah, 7-day Caribbean cruise for 2 with airfare, guys. Huge first prize. That's most opt-ins. Just one prize. Boom. Big old prize for whoever sends the most webinar registrations. The other prize, anybody with even just one webinar registration, every opt-in you send, every registration you send, you are entered to win a MacBook Air. So every registration you send, every single one of them is an entry into a contest. We're going to draw a winner after probably on the 6th, might be the 7th. We're going to draw the winner. You win a MacBook Air if you're the winner of that drawing. So there you have it, guys. There's the webinar plan. Send as many people as you can. I'll let you know if they do fill up. And if they do fill up, we might make some other plans. We'll see. They're hugely popular already. And like I said, these are the key. When we did, I've got a post coming out here in a couple days, actually. But I shared with on the webinar training as well, or on the affiliate training. If you look at the people who closed the best in the last 2 launches, there were 2 factors. And I'm going to share those again soon. But the 2 factors, I'm going to go in depth. The 2 factors were, actually there were 5 factors. There were 5 factors, but the 2 biggest ones were the bonuses. And then actually the second one was the number of time they emailed. But that the third factor was people that they sent to the webinars. So if you looked at like who converted, not number of opt-ins, not number of sales, but who converted the highest percentage of their opt-ins up there in the top 10 or 20, the closers, the converters, it was the people who sent traffic, the most traffic and the most opt-ins to the webinars. That's how powerful these things are, guys. So take advantage of it. And if you need anything at all for the webinars, you know where to reach me. Just hit me up and I'm here to help. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care.